Hey, this is Tanya with skinmisbehaving.com, and today I wanted to go ahead and do a brand new video about my experience with topical steroid withdrawal. Now, my other videos you've seen of me, I am looking a straight hot mess. I'm still all shiny anyway, and my skin's all discolored, and I got things going on, and I'm in pain right now as we speak. It's not that bad, but I am burning around my neck and my shoulders, my chin area. But I decided I was going to go ahead and cut this video because I'm feeling all right now, other than what I'm going through right now. For the first time in over 10 months, I have decided to take my hair down out of my scarves that I've been wearing and hats and having it pulled back and little, bands on it and whatever. I decided to take that all down. I decided to go ahead and, after I finish with the washing and stuff like that, I mean, of course, I wash it every day, but, or every other day. But anyway, after doing all that, I'm like, I'm not going to wrap it up today. I'm going to do a complete turnaround. And I'm going to do a video today, but I'm going to take my hair down, I'm going to straighten it out, and I'm just going to wear it out, because for the longest time my hair was coming out in clumps during this whole situation. Coming out, and I'm talking about every single time I went to shower, every single time I went to comb my hair or brush my hair. I don't really brush it that much, but every single time I was losing like all this hair. And it was scary, because in the very beginning, before I even knew I had topical steroid withdrawal, before I even knew that that had already started, my hair was falling out, and I thought automatically, oh my goodness, I'm having problems with my thyroid again, and I'm like, oh come on, why is my hair falling out again like this? And it was horrible. So the longest time I was just doing that. It just started letting up maybe a few months ago, where I haven't had that much come out. It's still shedding and everything, but for the most part, what I did was I just washed it, I conditioned it. I have fine hair anyway, for an African-American person. My hair is fine anyway, so it's not going to be bone straight unless I have like a relaxer or something, so it's going to curl up at the ends. It's going to be a little bit frizzy because I've been wearing it natural for so long. But, honestly, I like my hair a lot, and I'm glad that it's not coming out as much as it used to. So that was one of the symptoms, or it is one of the symptoms of topical steroid withdrawal, is your hair falls out, just falls out, unfortunately. I was going to do a whole entire video this time around about like all my symptoms, but I'm going to go ahead and just put it in another video later on. I've already told you many of the symptoms that I've been having throughout my video vlogging. Anyway, so you can always go to my blog as well to view that as well too. I mean, the symptoms, there's so many symptoms that it's like it doesn't even make any sense at all to me. Why we have to suffer so much. Why all the pain and all the suffering. And the more and more I read about it, I'm like, man, goodness gracious, if I only knew years ago not to use this mess, the topical steroid creams and pills and ointments and getting the injections. If I knew that, I wouldn't have used it. I would have tried to figure out a different way to treat my eczema. But now this is all steroid induced, I'm shiny because I have jojoba oil on myself. It's a jojoba oil. Someone's going to have to tell me exactly how to pronounce that. I know I should know, but it's spelled jojoba. So, I guess you can say it both ways. Who knows? Somebody tell me. Anyway, I'm still discolored. My face flaking up. My hands, even though my hands are getting their color back, before they're like so dark and gross, they're still wrinkly. I still look like an old woman still in my hands. It's been kind of crazy, with the ups and downs of feeling good one day and feeling bad the next day, and then flaring up this minute and flaring up the next minute, then having a time period where it's calm, and then all of a sudden you're getting chills, and you're chilled to the bone. And I can't even, it's like, for people who don't know what we're suffering from and don't understand it, it's so hard to express all that, because when you talk to them, and they're like, wow, you're going through all that? oh my goodness, you know, all they can do is show you their emotions of shock or concern, or, you know, some of my friends have gotten sad over it, you know, because of what I'm going through. But it's just, it amazes me. Like, who knew something like this, you know, just by using creams and ointments and pills and things, that you would get, if you stop doing that, you would get such an awful period of withdrawal, and for such a long period of time. Because, you know, I already told you in one of my other videos, you know, from 7 months to 7 years, you know, and then you have little kids that are suffering and babies that are suffering. I mean, come on. I can't even imagine what it's like for parents whose children are suffering from this particular condition. It must be horrible for them to see their child in so much pain and suffering. And I'm sorry, I'm starting to get a little teary-eyed myself, because it's been so bad for me. And I think of my daughter, and how when she was born, the doctor told me that she had eczema too. And I remember I cried so hard for her, because I didn't want her to go through the same stuff I was going through. I mean, this was years ago, and I was like, I was so determined to treat her skin with just unrefined shea butter, you know, and watch her diet, keep the dairy products out of her diet, and just try to help her without having to take her to the dermatologist to get creams and ointments and everything. And I'm so grateful that I was wise enough to know that something wasn't right 10 years ago, that I didn't want to put nothing on her. I'm so glad, because who knows what she would have went through. Now her skin is beautiful. It's almost like she grew out of it. Every now and then she gets some spots of eczema, and it goes away. And she knows not to scratch a lot, and she knows how to put, you know, the cold rags or ice to keep the heat out, so she's not itching too much. And her skin is really beautiful. You know, she gets a little bit on her inner folds of her arms, maybe the back of one of her legs. That's it. That's it. So I'm really glad that I knew without knowing, you know. And then when I see the pictures of these little kids that are suffering as well, I get so angry, because it's like, why do they have to suffer? You know, why? And I see, and they're red and they're burning. I saw a video of one little boy, and he's crying, he's miserable, and I'm like, there's got to be some kind of compensation for what we're suffering from. I don't care if it's reversible. What about all the people that are going through anxiety and depression because of this condition? What about all the people that are missing work, or getting fired because they're out too many days from work, they're losing their jobs, or people, you know, I'm just really angry. I'm frustrated. I'm sad all at the same time. And it's funny, because this video wasn't even supposed to be about that. It was supposed to be about my hair and how I look better like this, and, you know, my color, you know. I'm just really angry. I'm really, really angry, you know. I'm really angry. But that's all really I want to say today about that, and everything else. That's it. That's all I want to say. So, hey, thank you for watching the video. And for all of you sufferers out there, continue to hang in there. Know again that you're all in my prayers, and we'll get through it. We will definitely get through it. All right. I'll see you in the next video.